Konnichiwa Insiders. For those of you who don't know, that means hello insiders in Japan, because I am in the Tokyo office and I have a very special guest with me, Mickey, one of the most interesting top creators in Japan. Welcome to the show, Mickey.
インサイダーの皆さん、こんにちは。
Fantastic. So I noticed your channel has been around for a few years now, and I would love to learn a little bit what your life was like before you started the channel. What were you doing?
私はもともとは例えばブログをやったりとか、日本の可愛いカルチャーとか原宿ファッションとかが好きで、ブログでそういったことを発信したりとか、あとは海外のテレビが来た時に海外の女の子を原宿ファッションに変身させるとか、東京の観光案内をメディア向けにやるコーディネーターとか、そういったことを仕事にしてたんですけど。
So actually for our viewers who are not familiar with the kawaii culture, how would you describe it to someone from a faraway place that has never experienced it?
可愛いは、簡単に英語で言うならキュートなんですけど、日本には可愛いっていう精神がすごい昔から根付いてて、私が思う可愛いは、例えば1個の箱があったらそこに自分の好きなものとか色を好きな感覚で詰め込んでそれを愛すること。
So I was watching a recent video of yours, and I think you were reviewing some beauty products, but behind you there was a small dog that I thought was very cute. Does the dog always appear in your videos?
2年前から飼い始めてで、最近はちょっと引っ越しをしてソファーが背景になって撮影してるんですけど、そしたら犬が自分で映りに来るんですよ。
Yeah, he looked very comfortable and looked like he was sleeping through the whole video. And I was curious, like, do your fans like the dog as well?
そうですね、視聴者の皆さんも私の犬、名前がモジャって言うんですけど、彼のことが大好きで、みんな1回動画を見て、そしたら1回目ずっと犬のことを見ちゃって内容を覚えてないから、もう1回見直して私が喋ってることをチェックするみたいです。
Yeah, one time for Creator Insider, the channel that we're on now, I had my dog, and it was one of our best performing videos, even though the dog just kind of appeared in the video and was like wagging her tail. But I guess that's one thing that's universal. Many YouTube viewers have a soft spot for dogs.
最初 YouTube 始まった頃って、なんかそれこそ衝撃的な動画があるか、ペット、犬とか猫とかの動画があるかみたいなイメージでした。
Yes, yes. We will, maybe in the old days the cats were a big thing, but I feel like dogs are making a strong showing these days.
犬と猫のバトル。
Yeah, it's a
So there's a
battle.
battle, yes.
So tell us a little bit about when you decided to do your first upload. Like, how did you go from, working as an ambassador, helping people understand kawaii culture and blogging, to doing video? Because it's a little bit different.
最初始めたのは本当になんとなくだったんですけど、でもやってみたら、ブログだとそんなに英語ができるわけでもなかったんで、写真で伝えるしかなかったものが動画だと、私も結構海外の見たりするんですけど、言葉が 100% 分かんなくてもその人の表情とか楽しい様子が動画の雰囲気で伝わるんですよ。
Excellent. Now, one of the things I've heard in Japan is that it's not as common for people to be in front of the camera. And I'm curious, was that a hard transition for you from writing blogs where you're not as visible, to being in front of the camera under the lights and being kind of the center of the stage?
私はなんかブログとかでも結構自分の顔とかファッションとか出してたんですけど、動画 画で自分が喋ってる様子とかってちょっと最初は違和感がありましたよ。自分の声ってこういう声なんだとか、こういう喋り方するんだとか、最初はちょっと不思議な感じだけど、でもすぐに慣れました。
Well, it's clear that the channel has been a great success. I saw some of your videos had millions and millions of views. I'm curious about what was it like the first few uploads? Like, how did the channel get going initially?
一番最初の頃は私動画の技術とかもカメラもできなかったので、できる人にやってもらってアップロードしてたんですけど、自分でだんだんどうやって喋ったら相手に伝わるかなっていうのをちょっと意識して喋ったりとか、あと編集とかカメラも自分でやり始めたらすっごく楽しくなってきて、そこから更新頻度が上がっていってどんどん楽しくなっていきました。
Was there a moment in the early days where you started to really figure out the formula that works for you? And can you tell us a little bit about if there was such a moment, like what was that video where you're like, oh, that's the way it's going to be for this channel?
最初の頃はとにかくいろんなことを試したんですよ。可愛いもの見つけて食べてみるとか、あともう YouTube 上で流行ってること、その時だとガリガリ君っていうアイスがあって、それのコーンポタージュ味だかシチュー味だか変わったフレーバーが出たから、それをみんなじゃあアイスからスープに戻して食べようとか、いろんなことを真似してやったりして、でその中で1個覚えたのはジャンプカットって言って、結構日本のクリエイターよくやるんですけど、喋ってる時の息継ぎとか全部カットしてパーって喋って、もう聞いて待ってる間にこうチャンネル飛ばされないようにずっと喋るようにするような編集をやったりとか、あと私の中でこれ始めてよかったなって思ったのがメイク動画で、最初そんなにメイクの知識とかもなく自己流でやってたんだけど、そうすると視聴者さんからこうした方がいいとかすごいアドバイスをもらうんですよ。それでいろんなことをチャレンジするうちにどんどんメイクが上達したっていう、本当ファンの方からいろんなコメントがあって自分も成長できたっていうのがありますね。
So now as we think about your channel going forward, what are your plans? Are you going to try different formats? Stick with the current formula and do more of it? How are you thinking about the channel's future?
今チャレンジしたいのが、いくつかあって、もっと旅をしたいなって。YouTube を始めてからすっごいインドアになっちゃったんですよ。パソコンでこう編集するから大きいパソコン買っちゃって、そしたらずっと家にいなきゃいけなくって、私もともとすごい外に行くのが大好きなのに引きこもりになっちゃったから、もっといろんな日本の中でもいろんな場所に行ったり、海外もいろんなとこ行って新しい可愛いものを見つけたりしながら外で編集して旅をしたいです。
Will you bring the dog with you when you go outside?
それが一番の問題。
Hopefully you can figure it out, and if you ever want to shoot in Zurich, that's where our office, we do a lot of the development for creator tools. We'd love to host you for a Swiss cheese ceremony. All right. I wanted to make sure that I could answer any questions for you. Are there any things that you're curious about in terms of how YouTube works, or feedback for us on how we can help you as a creator be more successful?
最近 YouTube スタジオがいろいろ変わりすぎて使いこなせないんですけど、どうしたらいいですか？
Oh, it's a great question, and people are gonna think that I forced you to ask me about Studio because I always talk about Studio. But since you asked, I will answer. I swear, Insider Nation, I did not force Mickey to ask me about Studio. But since you asked, number one, Classic Studio is going away. Number two, the new studio, you're right, it is changing a lot, but it's changing based on customer feedback from creators on how we can make it better for them. So in the long run, everybody will be off of Classic, probably in the next few months, and on the new studio. So my recommendation is to get to know it as soon as you can, and then give us feedback on anything that you find that you would like us to make even better, because that's where all the new innovation is going to be for YouTube creators. Okay, I get the reaction. I don't need the translation. So let me first give you a little context about why we're doing this. Number one, Classic was built probably in the mid-2000s. So it's a very old product from a technology point of view. It's like having a laptop computer from the 1990s. It's like having a laptop computer from like the mid-2010s. So when a product gets that old and it has so much old code in it, much of which has become obsolete, you reach a point where you just can't make it any better quickly, and it takes longer and longer to make improvements. But I have some good news for you. The majority of creators today are already using the new studio for the vast majority of their work. Many of them exclusively use New Studio, and new creators almost all exclusively use New Studio. So for people who were on Classic for a long time, usually there's like 3 or 4, usually there's like a 2 or 3 upload transition. But once you get to your second or third upload on New Studio, you'll be fine. But you just have to make that leap.
そういつも最近ね新しい YouTube スタジオでアップロードを試してで昔ので確認するっていうのをやってる。
Well, at least you're starting in the new studio. And I understand that, look, you know Classic like the back of your hand. It's a very comfortable, safe place. So I don't want to dismiss this transition. I will tell you that there are lots of capabilities that are exclusive in the new studio that are not in existence in Classic, and that gap will grow and grow and grow next year. So yes, this transition will take a little bit of practice, but I think you're going to be very happy with the new studio once you get used to it and discover all of the new power that we built for creators in the new studio. I hope that you'll share feedback with us about what you like and also what you'd like to see better in the new studio. And I will tell you a fun fact that many of YouTube's biggest creators are spending the majority of their time on the new studio. They too, it was very hard for them to make that transition, but now many of them have, and these are creators that are running major businesses on YouTube. All right, well thanks guys. I hope you found that interesting. I sure as heck did. And we will see you next week. In the meantime, keep it real. We're gonna get started with our very special tea ceremony. So everybody, you are in for a treat. This is not just any old tea ceremony. This is like a very traditional tea ceremony that is being led by the official Google Japan tea ceremony team. So Mina and Takuya are going to show us how it's really done. This is a very authentic set here. This is not in the YouTube space. This is an official tea ceremony setup. I'm super excited, so let's see what it's like. Yeah, they match perfectly. It's like a photograph.
Welcome to Nagomian, our tea ceremony room. My name is Takuya, and today I and Mina-san here will host you standard Japanese tea ceremony. よろしくお願いします。
So now, please.
Could I briefly stand? My legs are a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
Just
Please
very
be
briefly.
comfortable, yeah. Don't force yourself.
Oh.
Because otherwise,
Woo!
実は私も
She too, she's saying.
Yeah, it's hard.
わーわーわ
Oh, it's turning into like a workout video. So the front is facing me now.
yeah.
So I'm going to turn it
Yes. Perfect.
like this.
And
Good?
Yes. It's potent. It feels concentrated like the espresso of green tea.
Yes.
Okay.
濃いね。
そうですね。一方殿だから。
ーいい香り
And then when I'm done, do I just place it in front of me? Not bad. I feel energized, ready to go into battle.
バイバーイ
Bye bye.